It's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab. The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Texans at 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a close. It's more than...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. And now it's blocked, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. Steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Fields finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From the 29, Watson. under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Watson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Dorsett on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Texans will take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields.
He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's Fields.
Complete to Dorsett. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing again on second down. Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On first down, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Caught left side by Mechie.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Throwing again is Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Set to punt, here's Cameron Johnston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. The Browns drive about to get started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Fields now to throw.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan
From 4 yards out.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 41, Texans 25.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
3rd and 2, Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Browns. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, it's Fields. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Byron Pringle. 34 yards.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. force some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Dorsett.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
To throw is Fields.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got Jordan complete right side.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And some room to work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Texans 39.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Watson sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a give here to Pollard. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He gives this one to Mechie. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Pringle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That play going nowhere thanks to Ross Blacklock.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Chubb on the counter. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Now Fields.
And now here is another interception.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now it's Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And he's got Dorsett complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To the air again, Fields.
And my goodness, another interception.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Back to throw. Fields.
And his throw is incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Fields now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 4th down, Fields.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Trucks over him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.